I'm Paul Levinson, and welcome to Light On, Light Through, episode 328. And I'm catching up with a double review For All Mankind on Apple TV Plus, episodes 3.3 and 3.4, which started as a pretty good espionage story in and of itself, and then catapulted into one of the most exciting out in space episodes of the entire series. And before I warn you about spoilers, I've got to say that the verisimilitude of this series, that's a fancy word for realism that philosophers like to use, well, it makes you, or at least me, feel like I'm really out there way off this planet. Okay, here's the spoilers warning. Episode 3.3, as I just said, is an excellent spy drama in which Margot gets sucked into being blackmailed by the Soviets to give them all kinds of essential information about our NASA space program. We see her in a deepening, almost romantic relationship with her Soviet counterpart, whom she's been giving some information to for the benefit of For All Mankind, of course. But right before the two can consummate their romance, she's greeted by Soviet KGB tough guys who say they'll kill her almost lover unless she plays ball. That is, give them much more information, especially about our Mars mission. The result sets up episode 3.4 very effectively. A three-way race to Mars with Helios, NASA, and the Soviets all launching missions to Mars at the same time. The race is on. Now, the missions are very dangerous because, of course, they're all being done for the very first time. And as we've seen before with this series, this superb alternate history series For All Mankind isn't afraid to show that major lives can be lost in our pursuit of even wider vistas off Earth. I'm really enjoying this third season immensely, and I'll see you back here next week with my review of the next episode. And I hope you enjoyed that double review of episodes 3.3 and 3.4 of For All Mankind. I will be back here absolutely with episode 3.5 or a review of episode 3.5. Before then, coming up very soon will be my review of the new episode of the Orville. Speaking of which, as I've been saying for the last few podcast episodes, check out the interview that Joe McKinnon did with me about, well, the Orville, Star Trek, in particular Star Trek Strange New Worlds. It's up there on his Seldon Crisis podcast. I'll put the link to that into the show notes for this episode. And there'll also be a new episode very soon of The Man Who Fell to Earth, what I hope is just the season finale. I'm really enjoying that series. It'll be a finale of some sort, that's for sure. The last episode we'll see for a while. And as I've also been saying, and I started reviewing, Westworld is back on HBO. So look for a continuing series of reviews of that, as well as some more new science fiction series that will be coming up on streaming stations in the weeks and months ahead. So lots of science fiction out there. I look forward to reviewing at least some of it for you. In the meantime, stay safe, stay sound, and do whatever you can to help those brave people of Ukraine continue to fight for their freedom. fight off the attack that Putin and his fascists are doing to the country of Ukraine.
The Light on Light Through podcast.
Athens, 2042 AD. She ripped the paper in half, then ripped the halves, then ripped what was left again into bits and pieces of history that could have been. Sierra Waters had read once that, years ago, it was thought that men made love for the thrill, while women made love for the sense of connection it gave them.
Curled Up with a Good Book says Sierra Waters is sexy as hell. You can find out more about The Plot to Save Socrates by Paul Levinson at theplot2savesocrates.com.
Paul Levinson spilled code about an ancient biotech war raging on in secret for centuries.